Hi, I'm Adrian with the SMASH program. And for those of you that don't know what the SMASH program is, it's a program that offers sexual health resources to men in Bexar County between the ages of 18 and 24. And today I'm here with San Antonio's multi-talented queer artist, Chris Conde. Chris, how are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Great, great. I'm ready for another cup of coffee, but everything's great. Everything's good.
I feel that. I'm ready for some tacos, more coffee, all of the things.
Yeah, I wish I could be where you're at. The background looks amazing. It looks beautiful outside. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice today.
Yeah. Well, and that's great. And we're happy to have you join us for an SBIRT interview. An SBIRT interview is a screening tool that we use to assess alcohol and substance risks. So are you ready to get started?
Yes.
Great, great. First, we're going to do the audit introduction because alcohol can affect your health and behavior. I'm going to ask you just some questions to see how the tool scores your risk.
Okay. So this is, these questions will be, because I've been sober for like 7 years now. And so this will be like basically how I was. Like me answering the questions like before I was in recovery.
Basically, yes.
Okay, cool.
And I'm just going to read the introduction for audit. Beer, wine, and liquor are alcoholic beverages. A drink typically means a 12-ounce can or a bottle of beer, a 5-ounce glass of wine, a 12-ounce wine cooler, or a 1.5-ounce shot of liquor, served straight or in a mixed drink. In the past 12 months, how often do you have a drink containing alcohol?
Every day.
Every day?
Yep.
Okay. And the choices were never, monthly or less, 2 to 4 times a month, or 2 to 3 times a week. So that'll be around 2 to 3 times a week then.
2 to 3 times a week then, yeah.
Okay. And I'm just going to read the answer choices as well. And you just see which one correlates best.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. And how many drinks containing alcohol do you have on a typical day when you are drinking? 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
And for, how often do you have 5 or more drinks on one occasion? Never, less than monthly, or weekly?
Weekly.
And how often during the last year have you found that you were not able to stop drinking when you had started? Never, less than monthly, or weekly?
Monthly?
Okay. Monthly?
Yeah.
Okay. And we have other answer choices as well. I'm sorry about that, which was daily or daily, mostly daily, pretty much for the fourth answer. Okay.
I would, yeah, it's a complicated answer. But yeah, it was somewhere between weekly and monthly.
Okay.
When I would think about it, but.
Okay. And how often during the last year have you failed to do what was normally expected of you because of your drinking? Never, less than monthly, weekly, daily, or almost daily?
Weekly? Yeah, maybe monthly. Yeah, I would say monthly.
How often during the last year have you needed a first drink in the morning to get yourself going after a heavy drinking session?
Like, other questions, other answers?
Yes. Never, less than monthly, weekly, daily, or almost daily?
I would say monthly.
How often during the last year have you had a feeling of guilt or remorse after drinking? Never, less than monthly, weekly, daily, or almost daily?
Monthly.
How often during the last year have you been unable to remember what happened the night before because of your drinking? Never, less than monthly, weekly, daily, or almost daily?
What was the last one?
Daily or almost daily?
Daily or almost, yeah, daily.
Okay. Have you or someone else been injured because of your drinking? No, yes, but not in the last year, or yes, during the last year.
Yes, during the last year.
And the last one, oh, two more, sorry about that. Have you or someone else been injured because of your drinking? Or did I, and that was, okay, sorry about that. Yeah, the last one. Has a relative, friend, doctor, or other healthcare worker been concerned about your drinking or suggested you cut down? No, yes, but not in the last year, or yes, during the last year.
Yes, during the last year.
Okay. And now, since this was you in the past, since you are sober currently for 7 years now, your score, I'm just gonna tally up your score, which would be between 8 and 15, or 16 to 19, which would be your moderate risk. You would be referral to treatment, pretty much. But
Yeah.
this was in the past, so it would be a referral treatment. Just give you like healthy options, or if you wanted treatment for like alcohol misuse or anything like that, we would give you treatment for that. Referral to treatment for alcohol misuse.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So like basically people would be able to come and, you'd be able to talk to someone like, hey, like, I'm maybe concerned, and then they'd be able to like have a conversation with somebody and then go through that list and be like, hey, okay, look, they tally up the score. It's like, hey, okay, like, you are at risk, or maybe you're not at risk, and then be able to get, referred to treatment or, other programs that you guys provide.
Yes.
That's
Which
awesome.
is free too, as well. Free
wow.
resources. Yeah,
Cool.
definitely.
That's
Like we
super
never, yeah, we don't try to like, stigmatize or like shame people. We just like give you healthy options. If you do want treatment, if you're not ready yet, any of those. Yeah, we never try to shame you for whatever your score is. Just try to give you healthy options.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's what SMASH is all about, pretty much. So we're done with the audit, which was the alcohol misuse screening. Now we're going to go on to the DAS-10, which is substance misuse, pretty much like marijuana or any other type of substance.
Okay.
And it's only 10 questions as well. And then I'm going to assess your risk for that. How do you feel about your score though for the audit? How do you feel about that? Which was in the past?
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty right on. I mean, I never injured anybody, but I definitely injured myself. Like I would ride my bike drunk all the time, and I've concussed myself falling off my bike, because I was intoxicated, and would feel shame and guilt because I wanted to stop drinking, and then I couldn't, and then I would drink again, knowing that I didn't want to, and so it was just, it wasn't a fun place to be, but in those like few moments that I was actually being honest with myself, I was afraid, but because I didn't want to really face myself, I didn't want to deal with the shame and the guilt. And so I kept drinking. And so it's that vicious cycle. So, I think this is great for somebody who is dealing at whatever level you're at, like I think, if you think you have a problem or you have a problem, like this is definitely a good place to be able to like have a non-biased, like scientific pamphlet being like, okay, like this is what we see, and then if you want to get treatment, here's some options, so I think that's super cool. Yeah. I think that was right on.
Great. Thank you. And thank you for sharing your experience with us and letting us know about that. Yeah, appreciate it.
No worries.
Okay. And the DAS is pretty much illegal drugs, including marijuana and or the use of a prescription medication for non-medical reasons, or considered drugs, pretty much. So now I'm just going to read you 10 questions on substance use, only pertaining to the past 12 months. Okay. For you, since you have been sober for 7 years, we're going to go to the experience before.
Got it.
Okay, and it's pretty much the answers are just yes or no questions as well. There's no daily or monthly or anything like that.
Okay.
Illegal drugs, including marijuana and or the use of prescription medication for non-medical reasons, are considered to be drugs. In the past 12 months, have you used drugs other than those required for medical reasons? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Do you use more than one drug at a time? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you always able to stop using drugs when you want to?
No.
Have you ever had blackouts or flashbacks as a result of drug use?
Yes.
Do you ever feel bad or guilty about your drug use?
Yes.
Do people in your life ever complain about your involvement with drugs?
No.
Have you neglected your family because of your use of drugs?
Yes.
Have you engaged in illegal activities in order to obtain drugs?
Yes.
Have you ever experienced withdrawal symptoms, felt sick when you stopped taking drugs?
Yes.
Okay. Have you had medical problems as a result of your drug use? Memory loss, hepatitis, convulsions, or bleeding?
No.
No. Okay, and I'm just going to tally your score up.
Okay.
Okay. And your score would be 7. It was 7, so it was severe referral for treatment, in which we would give you access to free resources for treatment if you wanted it for
Yeah.
substance misuse. How do you feel about that score?
Yeah, I think that's pretty right on. I kept my somehow I kept my especially my drug use pretty quiet. I was a bartender, and so people just thought I was drinking a lot, which I was, but like, my family and, my friends didn't know like that I was using hard drugs
Mhm.
as well, and so, but all the other questions, were basically, revealed that I definitely did have a problem, and so, yeah, but yeah, I think that was right on.
Well, with like you said, with Smash, we never try to stigmatize or try to shame you. Just as long as we give healthy options for treatment whenever you're ready to take it.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready. Things happen in life. People. It happens. Substances. Substance awareness. We try to make awareness for substance misuse and alcohol misuse as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that experience with us as well too. I appreciate it. How do you feel now, like being 7 years sober and everything? How did the person that was 7 years before and now?
Yeah, completely different, I thought I had to live my life. I was, I, I found out that it wasn't necessarily like the drugs that was the problem. It was the feeling underneath, like I couldn't, I couldn't, I didn't like the way I felt by myself. That's why I put something in my body to change the way I feel,
Mhm.
And so I didn't understand that though. I just thought I just liked to do drugs, but I didn't realize I was treating a symptom, and so when I got into recovery, I started to discover a lot of things about myself, and yeah, and I've experienced a lot of healing from just being in recovery. And today it was weird, it's like I was thinking about this recently, like my life is completely different. Like I'm not chasing a substance to change the way I feel. I can just live my life and not be, like enslaved to this this like this demon that is, controlling my life, telling me that I need to, have another drink, or I gotta, I got to get off this shift so I can get a drink or get a drug. I got to wake up and like do something to change the way I feel right away, and that's the way I lived my life for so long. And so being able to just like, I might be addicted to coffee, but that's definitely a lot better than being addicted to the stuff I was before. So, but just being able to sit outside in a nice day, talk to you and like it's hear the birds chirping and not be worried about, where am I going to find the money to like find the drugs, to find the drink, to like, and be worried about all the consequences of my drinking and using. Like today, it's just so much different, And so if there's anybody watching this right now that needs help or thinks they need help, definitely talk to these guys and there's some resources out there. There's no shame in getting help. There's no shame in asking for help. And that's what I did 7 years ago. I called friends, and they got me to a similar program, and helped me assess what I needed to do. So, but yeah, today it's very different.
Very different. Yeah, 7 years. That's a long time as well, too. Almost 10 years. So it definitely, changes a person and everything. So yeah, it seems it's very, seems very like, level-headed and clear and stuff. You seem very relaxed and everything. So at peace. So
yeah, life is good. And part of what I do now is help other people in recovery. So if there's ever like, just doing this, like I'm happy to be able to like, share my experience, because I think there's so many people out there, especially like, I mean, in big cities in general, but in Bear County, like there's a huge, opioid crisis happening, and like also being, Mexican, it's like part of our culture is drinking, San Antonio, like it's like fiesta and all those things. And it's all great in moderation, but like when it's ingrained into our culture, it's hard to separate, like, well, this is just like what me and my family do. And it's just like, well, it also can be harmful if we're not taking a look at it deeply, or deeper, but so it's cool that this, there's like a litmus test, so to speak, to be able to be like, hey, maybe I do have a problem, or, and without any judgment, from y'all. So I think that's super cool.
Exactly. Like I said, no judgment zone. Whenever you're ready, or whenever they would be ready to, take the next step or whatever, we have those resources for them that are free.
Yeah.
Free or at lowest cost to them, to make sure if they want to get treatment or whatever.
Yeah.
But making sure, hey, if you do, like, there's no shame in like having a drink or two or anything like that. Just have healthy options and stuff, recommended guidelines, substance as well too. So
yeah, I went to treatment, and I stayed at Haven for Hope, like I was at a point where I was homeless. I couldn't, afford, I couldn't function well enough to like pay my rent and pay my electricity and do those things. And, I just got to a point where I needed treatment, and I didn't have any place to go. And, I used resources in San Antonio to get sober, and so like, and I'm grateful that y'all exist for the next generation of people who need help, so I think it's awesome what y'all are doing.
Thank you so much. And thank you for participating in this and being a part of this as well too.
For sure.
And I know that you're performing a song or two for us today as well.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Let's get that set up here. I'm gonna move my computer.
I'm so excited. And you do, what songs do you think you want to play or would you have in mind?
This is the song is called Circles.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just start it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Riding on my bicycle from work, handshaking, head hurts. Mom flirting with the idea of hurting myself with poison, noise, and static poised to misdirect my choices. Just the voices whisper in my ear softly. A long spree of drug used to grip my wallet and toss me across a lost sea of hopelessness, and I hope this gets better because I know that it's killing me, willing me to fill my innocent ceiling with something that's gonna make me feeling sweet, feeling me. Insanity had left me lost and naked, vacant, spiritually bankrupt. Will I make it? Take this obsession from me. I wanna run free and let the spirit sunbeams come freely unto me. Let the sunscreen from a rusty beating heart come from me with even just a teeny spark, please. I'm dying here. I'm writing Dear John letters to the smear and not fair. I severed all clear tracks for trains of thought out of here. Save me, God. I can hear the tiptoeing walk of the reaper near, not thinking clear. And if I drink this beer, I really think my fears will manifest themselves. Hell spells will well and not be gelled in tears. Kill it. The toxic thought process got my conscience filled with all kinds of nonsense. The comments constant, the onset amounts of stomping. I want to get under myself, but it's myself that I'm locked in. Step outside of the circle, repeating, feeding on your life, yeah. Step outside of the circle, repeating, feeding on your life, yeah. 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 I am just a combination of decisions driven by my self-will's incisions intermittent. With the crisp glitter and a pre-written disposition, listen, cause I'm spitting as a winner to this schism between the self and the system. I'm walking on but around, but it's time to find a witness. So listen up, cause I'm putting rhymes in your cup and my words, I'm lining it up, so drink it up and get a glimpse of the spirit moving and grooving. I'm not losing my time, getting half out of the altitude of the suit up, show up, grow up things, not the screw up, too drunk, throw up things. I'm a new creation, the older is so gone. I don't wanna hold on like thighs, but I'll go upon. I roll on like dice in a sidewalk, or put my bike next to a mic so it's amplified when I talk. I'm just a man saying get free. I live free from the things that have made me sickly. And its hand was a damaged plan that would lift me up to the surface to flourish and to get rid of these crazy ways of living, breaking out of a prison. Checking out of a system as to how could I miss it? It's a goodbye, listen, cause my mission is to be spitting so I can strip the blindfolds of intervention of the spiritual, get with the miracle, especially if your rest is intended to irritable. Here I go in a row with the syllables are controllable, literal. I'm unfolding these golden flows like a waterfall, yeah. Step outside of the circle, repeating, feeding on your life, yeah. Step outside of the circle, repeating, feeding on your life, yeah. La 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 la.
Loved it. Loved it.
Thank you.
That's awesome to be able to rap and be able to like play the guitar and all that. That is definitely multi-talented. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And go ahead,
yeah, I'm gonna do one more. This is called Divided Lines. I'm sick of lying, sick of dying, I'm sick of using excuses proven useless to me, diffusing my movement, diluting improvements, illusions, protruding my usefulness to myself or anyone who chooses to do this, but do this isn't easy. I'm leaning over the median, thinking is it easier to just drink and smoke weed again? I'm sinking in these toxic thoughts of locked in boxes, but I haven't tossed out. My God, I'm scared and nauseous of the consequence. I can comprehend this pain subsiding, so I hide inside my rhymes and wait for light to find me. I've been blinded by the writhing in my chest, so I decide to find what's next to satisfy and satiate listening. Want to kill myself, but I know that my mama miss me. What am I supposed to do? What the heck is missing? Wrote the song before, man, this rap just feels like a lip sync. Am I really crazy? Or am I just depressed? I'm smoking cigarettes, my apartment's a really mess. I guess I'm lazy, but when I wake up, I can't get dressed. And if I'm not working, I mostly just stay in my bed. Am I dead? Am I a ghost? I almost hope so, cause then bro, I really know it's all a show on repeat for you living folk. But seriously though, I just don't know, I've lost my flow. My rhythms change, my skin is strange, I feel insane, I want to go. Oh. Da 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 da. Hey. Da 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 da. Oh, oh, oh. But every day I work for this. Every day I search for worth inside this sort of worthless mess. Do I deserve this gift? But when I slide these lyrics from my lips, I feel some sort of purpose in it. Like I was made to do it. Like I was made to fluidly move you all to this music. And I'll pursue it like love is the last scene of a movie. Till there's nothing left to say. Or one of us is dead like Romeo and Juliet. Hold me to this. Load and shoot this birth of burst, beacon growing and fueling a positive recruitment of juice profusely used as a booster of usefulness. A fire, this bazooka of truth is a future Eucharist. I'm alive and I got the fire, bro. Who would guess that all this be used to get you and I to be divided? Less I kinda guess that I was sent to find divine lines and rhyme till we connect. And rhyme till we connect. And rhyme till we connect. You and I to be divided, less I kinda guess that I was sent to find dividing lines and rhyme till we connect. Da 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 da. Oh, da 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 da. Hey, da 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 da. Oh 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 oh.
Hey, that was great, Chris. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I just have one question about like the whole interview. How do you feel overall about the interview, this whole interview and the performance and everything?
Yeah, I feel great about it. Yeah, I think it was informative and straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that works. Honestly, too, like I think like I could see y'all talking to more people, and just getting their experience, because most people that get sober, like we don't get sober on our own. Like we need help. And I think there's like a level of shame that you kind of have to like work through in order to be able to like get help, to ask for help, And so I think like being able to talk to more people, that have like that's a similar experience, because everybody I know that's sober like needed somebody to help them, or a program to help them, And so I think what y'all are doing is dope, and yeah, that's that's my 2 cents.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of this again. We really appreciate it. Thank you for performing. I love your songs. I think you're very talented. This was amazing.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me. It was good to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day.
You as well. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.